Welcome everyone, Jokarnis here, back at the Early Days collection. It's time to return to Duel Monsters 1 and clear the rest of level 2. Very well, very well. I have grinded against Rex and Yugi. So my deck will look a bit different. Let's see, my next opponent I think I'll go for Bandit Keith. Huh, real name, Keith Howard. So here's how my deck looks now. I don't believe I have any monster below 1500 attack, so that's pretty cool. I barely got anything out of Yugi, I just got the Curse of Dragon and Gaia the Fierce Knight, that's what I wanted. Gaia the Dragon Champion is actually not going to be very good against Kaiba, but if I happen to get both monsters in a duel that isn't against Kaiba, I might take one, just for show. And because I grinded against Rex, I got Urabi. A lot of Urabi, actually. A bit too much, but yeah. I also replaced some of my weaker monsters with some power-up spells. I got Legendary Sword for my Gaia. And also, you know, Battle Steer. Actually, I don't know if Battle Steer can do it, but Strong Battle Guard should be able of equipping it. I got some Raised Body Heat for my dinosaurs, especially the Megazalor and the Sword Arms of Dragon. Sword Arm of Dragon? How do you pluralize Sword Arm of Dragon? Weird. And finally, a couple of Wastelands. It's just a field for zombies, rocks, and dinosaurs, which just so happens that Kaiba doesn't have. Although I'm gonna have to take care against certain opponents like Bandit Keith here, who actually has a decent chunk of zombies. So I cannot play the Wasteland against him. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of Urabi in my hand. Oh dear. Of course, because I have these power-up spells, there's always the chance that there's a mismatch. I just drew 2 legendary swords but no warriors, of which I actually have very few now. But maybe I should have charged more Raised Body Heats or something, I don't know. We'll see what happens in a... Well, there goes one. Oh right, Guard Professor, that's what the strong guys in this universe are supposed to be called, like the best duelists are called the Card Professors. That thing pretty much vanished after Yu-Gi-Oh! R. I don't believe anyone ended up calling itself that after that. Anyway, 275, Ground Attacker Bugroth. That should be a rather weak one. Nasty little guy, isn't he? But yeah, of course he has machines because that's his deal, but by this point, Bandit Keith hadn't dueled yet in the manga, I believe. So we will not be seeing stuff like the Launcher Spider and the Slot Machine and stuff like that. I don't think they're here. Actually, Ground Attacker Bugroth is pretty good. Too bad 1500 is my my baseline now, so he won't be getting into my deck. Oh look, Raised Body Heat. I don't believe his offense is super strong. He does have a chance of getting a monster with 2,000 attack, but I don't remember which one it was. And to be honest, Raised Body Heat on a Urabi is enough to defeat, so I'm not scared of losing Sword Armor Dragon. Weird name. His Japanese name is just Sword Dragon. Where does the arm come off? I don't know. Okay, I can finish this one. Yep. You better get used to seeing the Urabis. It's an army of Urabi. Crass Clown. That's number 95. Don't believe it's a good one for my deck at this point. Sure enough, yeah, 1450. A bit weak at this point, so no problem. See, this is not a bad hand at all. I got raise body hits to match my dinosaurs. Although if I'm gonna face a Blue Eyes against Kaiba, my best bet would be to have Gaia and the swords. Though now that I think about it, I realize it's gonna be a very unlikely scenario. Very well. His deck is a bit unfocused, considering that there aren't a lot of machines in this game. Cyber Soldier of Darkness. 297. Although, this game, I guess, ends up revealing his deck style of machines, I think. Did he show machines before? But yeah. A bit weird that he shows up at the, what was his underlings' name? Bonds? Yeah, Bonds, right? Weird that Bonds doesn't show up. You would... Oh, that's one of his monsters. One of Bonds' monsters. Actually, I think that he gave Bonds some of his monsters, but whatever. But yeah, it seems that, the gimmick of zombies has been given to Bandit Keith, even though it was Bonds who used them against Joey. There you go, that's nice. Having Red Eyes speeds up things so much. Snake Hair is a 1500. So unfortunately, just won't make it. Very unfortunate. Okay, number 5. Let's get rid of this rowdy American, shall we? Do a bunch of Urabi, but not a lot of strength, considering that 1500 is my, yeah, my baseline, as I said. That's a zombie, right? Wood Remains is a zombie? It would have been powered up by my Wasteland had I played it, so yeah. Wasteland's gonna be very bad against Bandit Keith, same Temple of Skulls. Well, it wouldn't have been bad, it would have been a waste of a turn, but that's it. Okay, Sword Armor Dragon. Hologra, a very weird monster. A floating machine? Is it an illusion? A hologram? Yeah, sure, invincible. You keep telling yourself that. 146 Temple of Skulls. That's a blocker. So, yeah, not going into my deck. Anyway, that's 5 of Bandit Keith dealt. Let's go into the darkness and fight Panic. By the way, the K is uppercase because PK stands for Player Killer, which is his role, is to take the excess star chips. Is it star chips they're called? I forget the name. But yeah, there's an excess of those stars that you can see on his gauntlet. And the Player Killers, which included this guy, the Paradox Brothers, and a certain other opponent here. I just lost myself. Yeah, those guys were meant to take off the excess star chips because... Was it 10 that was needed to get in the finals, but there were 80 stars? So 40 of them were just to be collected by the PKs, I suppose. Also, nice background there. With the swirly darkness. Woo, spooky. Anyway, I think Wasteland would be safer here. But then again, he might have zombies. He hides in the darkness. But I think he uses mostly fiends, so I'm not gonna be very scared. Ooh, Jump Change Mirror. Evolves fiends all the way to Summon Skull. Oh, I literally have only spells. Let's go Wasteland. Oh, 1950, beautiful. Look at that power. Oh, actually, that's not enough to reach 2000. Whoops, Ooh. I mean, to be honest, the power of the field spells is weaker than the equip's Fiend Sword. It would be my weakest monster, but it could... But my weakest warrior at this point is also at 1500. That's Carbonala Warrior, which means playing a Fiend Sword on top of him to evolve him is actually going to be weaker than just using a power-up spell. So no, Fiend Sword will not be joining. It's a bit too late, but I could make extra Gaias with it if I play it on top of my 1800s, like the Swamp Battle Guard. Not Axe Raider, I believe. I think Axe Raider becomes Judgment. Yeah, I think that's how it is. I think it becomes Judgment with the Fiend Sword. I guess if I was a bit more diligent in making a single type deck, then stuff like the Fiend Sword would be more useful. See, I mean, if the evolved monsters kept the equipped, they would be pretty cool, I think, but I don't believe they keep the equipped, so yeah, it's unfortunate. I'll just Raigeki and don't bother with the defense of the opposing monster and just go straight for it. Yep. Oh, so you did not use the Power of the Darkness right now. Oh, ooh. Another Fiend Sword. You're taunting me at this point. It's a shame, isn't it? But my deck's mostly dinos now, so what's even the point? Oh, got Curse of Dragon. Let's go. Oh yeah, this guy has a pretty beefy defender, doesn't he? He has a Metal Guardian, which is what, slightly above 2000? Yeah, he's got pretty big guy. Which is weird because you'd think Metal Guardian's a machine, but no, he's a fiend. The name implies machine, the appearance implies machine. But he's buffed by the Yami, so he needs to be made a... Oh look, Versago. I mentioned Versago before. But yeah, he needs to be a fiend to be powered up by the Yami field. I mean, he could also get he could also be a spellcaster, but I guess fiend makes more sense to keep the same type as the other guys. Dragoness, the Wicked Knight. He's a bit weak at this point, no? I don't even think he reaches 1500. What was his number? 294? Oh, hi, Dragoness. Oh no, it's 12. Ugh. A bit too weak at this point. Oh, I got Battle Steer. Can I power up Battle Steer with the sword? Who cares? I got Gaia. There you go. Please, Curse of Dragon. I want to show Gaia the Dragon Champion. I want to show Gaia the Dragon Champion. I mean, I suppose I could just stall. Yeah, just stall and get Gaia get the Curse of Dragon and just go for it. But nah, it's... I don't think I'm gonna do that. But, you know what? Let's power up Gaia, see what happens. Look at that beefy number. Blue Eyes can stand up to that. And yeah, that's the reason why I have the Legendary Swords. This is my anti-Blue Eyes tech. That isn't Raigeki. Masked Sorcerer, if I remember correctly, is a low attack guy. Let's go back to Panic. Oh, mistakes were made. I'm gonna get hit directly. Oh look, it's 900. I get my answer immediately. Oh, I got swung at. Even my Gaia is stronger than my powered-up dinos. You know what? It's pretty cool that the game tells me how powerful... Got him. Look at that boy. Look at that. Gaia the Dragon Champion. 26-21. And unfortunately, he's bad against Blue Eyes because Dragon Champion does not care for equips. Dragon Champion only wants Dragon Treasure. Dragon Treasure is unavailable at this point in time. You cannot get it at level 2. So Gaia the Fierce Knight actually ends up being better because he has a better selection of equips. He gets the legendary sword, of which I have a few. No, 5 times. I should have. Again, we're doing the invincible thing, aren't we? Oh, I'm invincible. Immediately loses. Ooh, terrible. Oh, that's right. I have no more Terras in my deck. What a shame. He was my strongest soldier, and now he's chilling at the trunk. Anyway, next guy. The Puppeteer. I'm Ventriloquist. Oh, I guess it's also a... I mean, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, he has a puppet of Kaiba to do ventriloquism with, which... he's cheating, though, because he has a mask over his mouth. Some ventriloquist he is. Anyway, this is the guy that in the anime got replaced with the Ghost Kaiba. Why did I put Urabi on that spot? Anyway, yeah, he got replaced with the Ghost Kaiba, which is arguably even a weirder character than the Ventriloquist. Like, he just morphs into Kaiba. Like, well, what's the deal with that? Instead, the Ventriloquist had the Kaiba puppet. And he made the claim that the Kaiba's soul was haunting the puppet. And, you know, all that stuff, you know. Of course, that was a load of bull. So, yeah, there was no soul in the puppet. He just stole Kaiba's deck. Lizard, 163. I forgot the power of that guy. Let's see, 163. Too weak at this point. Let's go. But yeah, that was a... Yeah, the whole shtick, it was... Kaiba is coming back from... Not from the dead, but... Because at this point, Kaiba was comatose. Which I don't remember. Was that a plot point in the anime? Because the anime does kind of crunch... A lot of stuff that happens with Kaiba, like the whole episode 1 of the anime, and by episode 1 I mean the one from... I'm not talking about what most people call season 0, since that's effectively a different continuity, but the episode 1 crunched basically 2 arcs together. It smashed together the cards with teeth, which was the first Kaiba duel, which is not what happens in the anime, because the duel from the anime was from another arc, which was the Death Tea. They sort of crunched the two together. They some of the beginning parts of episode 1 is Kaiba's first appearance in the manga, and then they replace the later part with the Death Tea duel, except there's no Death Tea in the anime either, so they were at lightning speed. They were working at lightning speed with episode 1, is what I'm saying. So I don't remember if in the anime the Mind Crush rendered Kaiba comatose, which it definitely happens in the manga. And yes, during the duel with the Ventriloquist is when Kaiba wakes up from his coma. Well, he wasn't comatose, he was catatonic. I've been using the wrong word this whole time. He was catatonic. That's very different, very different. But yeah, like, it's at this point that, you know, during the duel against the Ventriloquist, when Kaiba, you know, comes to his senses. And then he goes up in Duelist Kingdom. So I suppose facing the Ventriloquist before Kaiba is lore accurate. Mysterious Puppeteer is too weak for this point. Didn't I get those as drops from Joey when I grinded? Yeah. Why is a level 2 opponent giving me that stuff? Again, I'm not particularly scared of any of these other guys. This is all in service of destroying the Kaiba, the grinding I did, that is. Yeah, that was a... And the weird thing is that in the manga, Kaiba So while he's catatonic, he's sort of piecing his mind back together. You know, like these cubes, and then they form a sphere. In case I'm not wrong, the graphic for that was turned into Earth effigy or something like that. I don't remember. Fiend Reflection number 2. Okay, this is a bit of an awkward thing. There's a lot of number 2s in this game that do not have their respective number 1s. All because they got released later than the in the TCG than the other guys. I think? Was Fiend Reflection 1 even in TCG? I don't know. This is all normal monster stuff. Oh, there he is. Too weak. But yeah, where's number 1? There is no number 1, because this is the first guy. He just got localized later than the other guy, I think. How many times did I beat Ventriloquist, though? It shows Puppeteer in the record screen. And he called... whatever, let's... He's the guy who pretends to control Kaiba's soul or whatever through the puppet. Or rather, he's a... Who cares? He's the guy who doesn't show up in the anime and got replaced. Who cares? But yeah, very nasty of him, stealing Kaiba's deck. He even summoned the 3 Blue Eyes, but... no such luck here. There's no Blue Eyes in this deck, I believe. Although actually one of the Blue Eyes self-destructed on the attack order in a way that just makes no sense in terms of game rules. It was 100% Mystic stuff. Which is funny because that's what happened in Yugi's first duel with Kaiba in the manga. The Blue Eyes, which is the Grandpa Blue Eyes that in the anime gets torn. Actually, I think it also gets torn in the manga, but once again, that happens at the Death Key, which is what the episode 1 duel in the anime is. So yeah, very weird crunching, contraction, combining. Anyway, Mokuba... Is it Mokuba that's left and Kaiba, right? Well, Seto. Yeah, there's only 2 guys left to beat all of level 2. So, let's go. Mokuba Kaiba, Vice President of Kaiba Corp. Jeez. Sure. Mokuba Kaiba, weakest opponent of level 2. Still stronger than any level 1 opponent, but that doesn't say much. And his drops are not very good either. Though some of his guaranteed prize cards are not that bad, Beautiful Head Huntress is 1600, so stronger than Urabi. So yeah, it's not that bad a guy to grind, but you could argue that since there's people like Rex, people like Mako, and of course his older brother, that grinding Mokuba is probably not the best thing. Mask of Darkness, see, that's the thing. The problem is that the randoms are so weak. Mask of Darkness does nothing here. It does nothing for me. And it's not like, oh, it's a 1500, I'm already full of 1500, so another one isn't gonna be... No, Mask of Darkness doesn't... Even for triple digits, it's weak. Getting so close to Kaiba. Oh. I mean, it's not like I need to beat anyone, I could just go to Kaiba straight away, but... Whatever, it's for drama purposes. Raigeki, so I don't care about the defense. There you go. Yeah, let's do this. My dinosaur army has been doing very well. Man-eating plant is the 800, isn't it? So, not happening. Oh yeah, the only cards he ever had in the Duelist Kingdom were stolen, right? Like he stole some poor sap's deck to duel, but then nothing came out of it. Maybe it did, I don't remember. But yeah, by this point, Mokuba is barely a villain. And if anything, he's used as a bargaining chip by a Pegasus. if I remember correctly. Oh, there you go, red eyes, good stuff. Oh, I didn't even need him. But you look cool, that's what matters. M Warrior number 1. Nope. Yeah. Sorry, Seto, this one's mine. Yeah, sure thing, buddy. I mean, at least they had the decency of making Mokuba an opponent. Like, you know, give him some agency or something. He was about to lose it for almost the entire rest of the series. Actually, just how much of a... how do I say it? Like how much trouble did Mokuba get into? Not much now that I think about it. Sure, he got turned into a card by Pegasus, but like, what happened in Battle City? Nothing, really? Most of the time that... Well, I'm talking about manga terms. Because, what, Battle City, he was in the ship, that's it. And then after that was, what, the Millennium Mortal? Was he relevant there? I don't remember. Most of his kidnapping issues are from, what, anime exclusive arcs? Like, what, the... Even, or am I confusing him with the princess? Because there's this virtual world thing where there's a Princess Mokuba, right? But that's not him. That's a virtual character. I think I'm confusing stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably just confusing stuff. Oh, 5 times, nice. Happy Lover, still weak. Well, that's it. There's no one else left on level 2, other than the big man himself. Let's do this. The Blue Eyes looks pretty cool, but Kaiba himself is a bit weird. This is still the bad guy Kaiba, I suppose, from the previous arcs. Well, let's do this. Now the question is, how defensive should I be playing? I'm gonna go with Swamp Battle Guard. Okay. Because, see, this is the problem. If I give him the Legendary Sword, he's still not gonna be strong enough for Blue Eyes, and Blue Eyes is just gonna finish him. So, I'll play the X-Raider. Judgment Hand, okay. So far, so good. I mean, to be honest, Blue Eyes is still relatively rare, right? So I think I'm just gonna go for... I'm gonna build some field presence, I think. Just, you know, the standard stuff. If Blue Eyes shows up, then, ooh, I'm screwed. As long as he's playing defensively, that's a sign that Blue Eyes isn't in his hand. And these 5 duels can, you know, be dealt with relatively swiftly. But the reason why I'm so scared is because his chances of having Blue Eyes are higher than the chances of, for example, Joey having Red Eyes or Thousand Dragon. I got Doma. Doma is strong, right? I could remove an Urabi, I suppose. I'm getting sick of them. But yeah, Doma, the Angel of Silence. Which is a bit of a weird name, because most of the time, yeah, she not that much stronger and doesn't benefit from Wasteland, but she can get in, I think. Or not. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be having Wasteland for a long time. It's just, this is just anti-Kaiba measures. I'll just get rid of them after that, because I don't think I'll be needing them. Oh, look who showed up! Hey there, Doma. But yeah, I was talking about her weird name. Generally, the angel name is something that tends to be censored in early Yu-Gi-Oh! Once again, the fairy type debacle, originally called the oh, I have Raigeki in my hand, so Blue Eyes is a goner if he shows up. But yeah, so the angel type, the fairy type is angel type in Japan. That's the original name, but then they censored it. And yet, for some reason, Doma slipped right through. I don't get it. What happened there? And of course, she's a fairy. She's a fairy, right? She's like the first dark fairy. Ground attacker Bagroff is unfortunately just below my standards. But yes, this guy has the best drops in level 2 in case you haven't figured that one out. Of course he has. Oh, I drew Raigeki on my starting hand. This is the easiest dub. Easy, easy. Oh, look at that defense. Oh, Sagi has a... he's pretty bulky. Which is weird considering he's that spindly clown, but oh well. There you go. Oh. Each time I start with Raigeki in my starting hand is a blessing. Because I don't have to be scared of anything. Wolf. It's just a wolf. Okay, this is going good. This is going good. Okay, what do I get? Witty Phantom is unfortunately a bit too weak at this point. There. Oh, they're teasing me. They tease me with Doma, but no, I'm not getting anything. Oh, I drew Raigeki again. Oh, we are so back. I mean, it was never over. Let's go. Oh, the Hitotsume Giant, the Cyclops. There's a bit of a Greek theming with some of his early monsters. Like, he has the Cyclops, he has Battle Ox, which is the Minotaur, and he has Mystic Horseman, which is the Centaur. Bit of a Greek. Oh, is it? Oh no, it's Battle Steer. Ah, you thought it was Blue Eyes. Too bad, Wasteland. And once again, as proven, he always well, not he. All opponents prioritize the strong fertile. Oh, preserving the Raigeki was such a baller move. Oops! I knew it was gonna show up. I knew it. No chance. Raigeki beats all. Turtle Tiger is not very good. Oh, what duel was that? Number 4. Oh, that's great. That's great. You thought you had it, didn't it? You thought you could. You thought you were. Oh. Easy dubs. Easy dubs. Oh, victory has never been so easy before. Oh, that Raigeki is load-bearing. Load-bearing Raigeki. Amazing. What would I do without it? Seriously, whoever had the idea of putting Raigeki in the starter deck as a guaranteed card, I hope he got a raise, because that was brilliant. Oh, Gatekeeper! Ah, you still can't stop me. You still can't stop me. I still have enough for lethal. There you go. 5th duel victory. Yes! Well, you only played it once, but yeah. I don't care. Cope. Darkfire Dragon is probably not strong enough. That's a 168, right? Let's see what 168 is. I think it's either 1400 or 1500. Yeah, just shy of being a card I'm interested in adding. Sorry, mate. But yes, because I have done I've beaten all level 2 opponents 5 times, I now unlock level 3, which is Shimon Muran. I think it's Shimon. Sometimes it's been translated as Simon, but I guess this pronunciation is closer to the original Japanese name. Yeah, the problem is that if you don't have that H, people are just gonna say Simon, and it's not Simon, it would have been Simon, right? Simon? Pronouncing is difficult. This is long before he was established as the predecessor as... You know, there's a lot of ancient Egyptian characters that were reincarnated as the Yu-Gi-Oh characters, for example. Well, reincarnated, quote-unquote. I'm not sure if that's how it happened. Like, it probably was. For example, there's Priest Seto, who became Seto Kaiba. There's, you know, Atem, who became Yugi, sort of. How it... But if he's stuck on the puzzle, then how can he be reincarnated if he's still in the puzzle? What? See, this is why I'm confused about whether or not they're reincarnations. Because they're clearly two different beings. But whatever. Shimon, or Simon, would later be established to be reincarnated as Yugi's grandfather. But because that hasn't happened yet, his face is covered. Because he was just a game original character. This is Shimon's debut. He showed up here before the manga. Yeah, right. He I guess, yeah. Nice hat, I must say. Quite like the snake there, the eye. But yeah, he's just a mysterious figure. What did he do? I don't know. He's just here to, I suppose, pad out the game. But yeah, no Pegasus. Not yet, anyway. So yeah, I have to beat this guy 5 times for the next level. But for now, I think I'll be leaving it here. Time to save the game. And yep, that's it. Done, did it. Blue eyes down. Yeah, I don't care. Raigeki showed up every time, almost every time. There was never any danger. Although, having the... You know, maybe the grinding was excessive. Do I care? No, I don't. I did what had to be done. I needed to give myself a safety net for that guy. I could have just as well not have drawn Raigeki. Remember, it's just one card among 40. It couldn't have. It could have just not shown up, and the blue eyes could have shown up more often. I don't know. Whatever. It's done. Toughest opponent is done, and yes, I did say toughest. Well, he's not literally the toughest opponent, but Shimon's gonna be easier. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you next time. Jeez, can I speak properly? Anyway, yeah. Goodbye. Next time is Shimon, and whatever else comes after him. Bye.